We are getting reports from all over the country that the recently deceased are rising up. These undead are attacking anything living, which is rapidly swelling their numbers.
It seems as being overrun with man-eating creatures and...
They're coming!
Run!
Zombies have been a part of our pop culture for decades. But what happens when these creatures aren't just confined to the pages of horror novels or spic films? Today we'll explore strange and eerie zombie sightings that were caught on camera.
Oh my god.
Zombie transformation could involve intense physical pain, and one event was recorded at a motel in Los Angeles. In 2010, a man heard noises coming from another room, and upon investigating, he captured footage of a young girl experiencing a bizarre transformation. Her body changed dramatically, her skin turned pale, and her skeletal features became visible. As she screamed in pain, her movements became erratic. Then she levitated into the air before disappearing completely. The girl's condition might have been caused by a rare virus or chemical exposure, rapidly decaying her body. Her sudden disappearance could have been an attempt to escape the pain or find refuge from the transformation. Walking from grave.
Wait! Hi!
Zombies are often depicted as rising from graves and graveyards, and one man from Scotland had an eerie encounter with one during twilight. The 2007 footage shows a humanoid figure walking before slipping on the ground, only to rise and continue walking. As the man records, he follows the figure, and it eventually reveals its face, which has wide eyes and pale white skin. This unsettling sight is typical of zombie-like beings. The creature's movements, particularly slipping and continuing without pain, suggest something unnatural at play. It could have been an actual zombie, caught in a time loop or haunting, unable to break free from its actions after death.
Hi! Hi!
Pale plea for help.
What? What's wrong with you?
In 2023, a family from Washington County reported a mysterious girl appearing at their window, asking them to let her in. The footage shows a pale, white-skinned girl accusing someone of taking her daughter and doing something to her. Her appearance and unsettling behavior resemble the traits of a zombie or an undead being. The family had no prior knowledge of the girl and was left wondering whether it was a supernatural event or something darker at play. The girl could have been exposed to substances that altered her appearance, leading to zombie-like behavior. She might also be desperately seeking help, trying to reach out to someone who can understand her pain. Zombies' midnight cry. If zombies were to appear in a family park, it means they've started to spread, and one was spotted at LA's family park during a midnight shift. Captured by a security guard in 2019, the footage shows a zombie letting out a chilling scream, standing alone in the empty park. The sighting took place in the dead of night, enhancing the eerie atmosphere of the scene. Unlike the typical horde of zombies, this creature was solitary, possibly hinting at a different kind of behavior. Driven by primal instincts, it may be searching for others of its kind or looking to feed. The zombie's actions seem to follow the typical drive to seek out the living, perhaps trying to form a group or spread its affliction. Unwelcome Presence. Nassau County is considered to be a peaceful place to live, but in 2007, it became the site of an undead intruder. CCTV footage from a house captured a creature with pale reddish skin and glowing eyes climbing through a kitchen window. Halfway inside, it paused and scanned the room with deliberate intent before retreating, leaving the window open. What made the sighting even stranger was the reaction of the house cat. The feline watched the creature briefly before calmly walking away, showing no signs of fear or alarm. Some believe it could be a mutated human or a product of experimental resurrection techniques. Urban Oddity. A man from New York's late-night walk turned into a chilling encounter with a mysterious humanoid that fit the description of a zombie. Recorded in 2007, the being had pale, burned skin with parts of its skeleton and skull visible, resembling a decaying corpse. It stood motionless on the street, creating an unsettling scene in the heart of the bustling city. The zombie made no movements toward the man or the camera, leaving its purpose unclear. Some theories point to exposure to chemicals or even the possibility of reanimation through unknown means. Unlike typical sightings, this occurred in a highly urban setting, making it even more shocking. Mystery among trees. Trail cameras are often used to study wildlife, but one installed in Hallerbos Forest captured something entirely unexpected, a tall, armless figure resembling an undead being. Recorded in 2024, the creature appeared unnaturally thin, its skeletal frame reminiscent of an emaciated human. Experts who analyzed the footage noted its strange, floating-like movement, which seemed impossible without limbs. The absence of typical forest wildlife near the creature added to the eerie encounter, as animals appeared to instinctively avoid it. Its presence in the forest hints at a territorial nature, perhaps searching for a secluded place to exist. Eerie warehouse figure. This footage from Australia shows a man opening the window of a warehouse when a strange figure approached, extending its decayed hand toward him. Recorded in 2016, the man explained he had heard a knock, prompting him to investigate. What he encountered appeared to be a zombie-like figure, with unnaturally long, decayed fingers that moved with eerie precision. Its act of knocking implied a deliberate intent, unlike the mindless behavior typically associated with zombies. The figure displayed visible signs of decomposition, with patches of discolored skin and exposed bone. Many people believe that the figure might have been seeking shelter or following an instinctual drive to hunt. Back to familiar ground. Zombies could exhibit repetitive behavior that leads them back to familiar places, and one family reported a zombie coming to their front yard several times. The 2012 footage from Marion County shows a grown man exhibiting zombie-like characteristics, which is unusual since zombies are typically thought to be mindless. The family had just moved in and were disturbed by this strange phenomenon. The figure was spotted multiple times, making it clear that this wasn't just a one-time occurrence. It could be the spirit of someone who once lived on the property, unable to move on. Even in death, it might be drawn back by an instinctive urge to return to familiar ground, driven by hunger or a need to belong. Mexico's hidden horror. This footage captures an unconscious zombie-like figure floating in the waters of an isolated cave in Mexico. In 2014, a tourist initially thought the figure was human, but quickly noticed its pale, clammy skin, which resembled decayed tissue. Its bald head featured a distinct circular hairline, as if it had undergone a scientific procedure. Some believe this could have been the result of an abandoned genetic experiment or a biological test gone wrong. The figure's motionless state in the water and its unnatural appearance were unsettling. The lifelike yet decayed appearance might point to experimental tampering, possibly hidden in an isolated location to avoid detection. Eerie roadside presence. In 2017, a family's road trip to Boston took a chilling turn when they spotted a mysterious boy lying on the road. As they approached, the boy suddenly woke up, startling the family. The boy moved stiffly and approached the man's car, almost as if drawn to it. His face was badly injured, giving the scene an unsettling atmosphere. His lifeless, jerky movements were eerily similar to the behavior of a zombie. The boy could have been a reanimated corpse, driven by an unknown force. His injuries and unnatural actions might have been the result of extreme trauma or fear, possibly manifesting as a zombie-like figure. Moldova's dark past. People have a strange habit of exploring abandoned houses, and one man's exploration turned into a chilling encounter with an old lady whose face was disoriented. The 2022 footage from Moldova shows her alone in the house, her chest turned black and her face bearing a perplexed expression. The blackened chest could indicate an unusual illness or poisoning, while her disoriented face might be a result of prolonged isolation or trauma. The house, with its dark past, could have contributed to her mental and physical decline, whether caused caused by extreme isolation, a rare condition, or something more sinister, this encounter raises concerns about the impact of prolonged solitude and the potential for madness in such environments. VirusLike Mutation. Some believe secret labs are researching chemicals to trigger zombie-like behaviors in humans, and this leaked footage could be proof. The video shows a middle-aged man inside a container acting aggressively as his body seems to transform. His movements become erratic, and his appearance drastically changes, taking on zombie-like traits. The man's aggression may be a natural response to fear or survival instincts triggered by the transformation, much like symptoms seen in other viral outbreaks. While we don't know how he got to this point, the footage reveals a chilling possibility that secret experiments could be pushing human limits in dangerous ways. The silent attack. Zombie aggression often takes the form of relentless pursuit, and in 2016, a boy from Yemen experienced a chilling encounter. The footage shows the boy calmly reciting in a village when a mysterious figure approached him from behind and grabbed his leg. The figure moved with deliberate intent, displaying human-like movements but lacking any normal social cues. Its silent approach and sudden actions created an unsettling scene, resembling the stealthy attacks often associated with zombies in folklore. The behavior of the figure is strikingly predatory, as if driven by a primal need, possibly to find a human host or satisfy some instinctual urge. Child's escape. Although depicted as mindless predators, there are some scenarios where zombies interact with children in unexpected ways, much like in this footage. Recorded in 2012 at Franklin County, a zombie-like figure reached its elongated, unnaturally thin hand toward a girl just as her father called her back. She ran, and the creature, hidden behind the bushes, disappeared without a trace. Witnesses noted the decayed, mutated appearance of the hand, its deliberate behavior contrasting the usual erratic nature of zombies. This eerie encounter has left many pondering the possibilities. It might have approached with predatory intent, possibly identifying the girl as prey. Red Eye's Silent Watch. In 2022, a man from Denmark spotted a mysterious cryptid in his backyard. The footage shows the figure emerging from the isolated area behind his house, standing still with red, glowing eyes that seem to pierce through the darkness. Its entire body was shrouded in black, giving it an unsettling, shadowy presence. The cryptid's eerie stillness and unbroken gaze made it appear as though it was observing or assessing the man without any apparent intention to move closer. The sighting took place in a remote location, suggesting the figure might have been avoiding direct human contact. Some believe the glowing red eyes and silent demeanor point to it being composed of non-human materials or a being with advanced capabilities. Sinister figure emerges. A man from Texas reported unusual disturbances in his house until one night he spotted a strange old man peeking from the basement door. Recorded in 2022, the figure appeared to have a bald head with unnaturally white skin and a devil-like smile, resembling the fictional Pennywise character. The figure was seen slowly leaping to the ground while smiling and then hiding behind the shadows. It could be a malevolent entity known for appearing suddenly in dark corners, using fear-based tactics. The figure might also be trying to possess or manipulate the house's residents, using their fear to gain control. Unfriendly welcome. In 2017, a family in Australia heard strange knocking at their door late at night, so they installed a camera and left the door unlocked. What they captured was chilling footage of a white-faced figure with black hands opening the door and peeking inside. The creature's face looked pale, resembling descriptions of undead beings. Even more disturbing was its position. It appeared to be crawling along the outside wall, suggesting it could move unnaturally. This could have been a genetically engineered organism, or possibly an infected human transformed by an unknown virus. Whatever it was, it seemed to be drawn to the family, perhaps investigating their home. Vanishing Presence.
Leave.
A man from New Orleans reported being disturbed by a strange person during the night who kept knocking at his glass door. Recorded in 2022, the footage only shows humanoid hands, and when he opened the door, the figure vanished, only to appear again when the man closed it. The figure's repetitive knocking at night and sudden disappearances created an unsettling atmosphere. The hands appeared, but the rest of the figure remained hidden, intensifying the eerie feeling. This could be a zombie-like entity driven by primal instincts, or a spirit with unfinished business, trying to draw attention to something hidden. The entity's repeated behavior is both chilling and perplexing, as each time the man opened the door, it would vanish and reappear.
Holy hell.
Lake Walker. This man from Albania was walking under a bridge at night when he encountered a humanoid being screaming in an unnatural, chilling way. Recorded in 2018, the sighting took place near a lake, and the humanoid shape was undeniable, but its erratic and unsettling movements made it unlike anything commonly known. Some theorize the zombie could be the result of genetic experimentation, while others point to the possibility of an infection altering its behavior. The creature's screams echoed through the night, described as unlike any sound made by humans or animals. Its presence near the lake stands out, as such locations are often associated with tales of cursed beings or the undead. Roadside incident. In 2017, a Brazilian transportation company patrolling a highway encountered a young girl exhibiting strange and alarming behavior. The footage shows her at the back of a pickup truck, moving frantically and speaking in an unfamiliar language. Her erratic movements and unsettling demeanor were described as unnatural, resembling what some associate with a zombie transformation phase. Little is known about the girl's fate after the encounter, leaving her condition unresolved. It's possible she was suffering from an unknown illness or infection, experiencing extreme disorientation and pain. If contagious, her condition could have posed a risk to others, highlighting the need for a deeper understanding of such phenomena. Beast or zombie? A man wanted to explore an abandoned house in the middle of Redwood National Park when he encountered a beast-like creature peeking through the glass window. Recorded in 2016, the shows the creature with a disturbing smile as it reveals itself to the man. The creature had unsettling features, and its behavior seemed more deliberate than animalistic. It appeared to show intelligence, possibly trying to intimidate or communicate with the man. The creature may have been living in isolation for years, possibly linked to the house's dark history. Its actions might indicate territorial behavior, defending its space from the intruder. If it's a zombie-like entity, it could have lost its human features over time due to decaying or physical transformation. Mind lost in darkness. Some depictions suggest remnants of human brain function in zombies might cause frozen behavior. In 2018, a man in Thailand reported his neighbor freezing every night. The footage shows a young girl with her face turned completely black, and despite calling her several times, she didn't respond. Her blackened face appeared to defy any known medical condition, while her lifeless yet deliberate actions resembled those seen in hypnotic or trance-like states. The girl's behavior could be linked to a zombie-like phenomenon, where only fragments of consciousness remain. If she's still aware, she might be trying to reach out, but her disoriented state prevents a clear response. Ghostly roadwalker. These boys from India were heading home late at night when they encountered a mysterious walking dead on the road. Recorded in 2018, the figure stops and looks back just as the boys stop their bike. It then waits for a moment before continuing down the road in the same direction. The figure's calm, unhurried movements and response to the boys' presence suggest it wasn't in a hurry. It didn't seem to acknowledge them directly, but acted as if its actions were instinctual. The figure could be caught in a repetitive cycle, possibly acting out a past event. It may be wandering the road, searching for something or someone, or it could be a manifestation of unresolved energy. Guardians of Church. This footage captured a mysterious creature hanging outside a remote church located in the Coyoacan neighborhood of Mexico City. In 2007, many people described it as a real-life gargoyle hanging upside down on the church wall. Known for its deep history and paranormal reports, Coyoacan adds a chilling backdrop to the sighting. The creature, resembling a gargoyle, appeared on the exterior of the church, which has long been the center of local ghost stories and legends. Its presence raised concerns that it could be a supernatural entity resembling those ancient protectors of sacred spaces. Some believe the creature is trapped in a form of limbo, fulfilling a protective role, guarding the church or the ground it stands on. Crawling through darkness. This footage from New Zealand captures what appears to be an undead woman twisted in an unnatural position on the side of the road. Recorded in 2015, a family stopped their car and saw a figure with its head upside down, crawling disturbingly. The position of the woman's body was not typical of a human, enhancing the grotesque nature of the sighting. Her crawling movement, unnerving and unnatural, intensified the chilling scene. It might be a cryptid or supernatural entity, a being that resembles a human but isn't truly alive. If it were a zombie, it could be driven by an instinct to find others like it, wandering in search of something or someone. Unearthly window visitor.
In Jesus' name, I pray, Father, that you just give peace.
The night is the perfect time for paranormal activities and even zombie sightings. In 2014, a chilling event unfolded in Cuba when a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows toward the glass window of a restaurant. CCTV footage captured the figure moving with an unsteady, undead-like gait, its awkward posture resembling something out of a horror movie. It paused at the window as if observing the illuminated interior before stepping back and vanishing into the darkness. Its interaction with the glass, but not the surroundings, added an unsettling aspect as if it had a singular focus. It could be attracted to the faint glow of the restaurant's interior amidst the surrounding darkness. Pale entity peeks in. This young girl from Seattle often heard strange knocking at her room's door, but one night when she decided to record it, she captured a cryptid peeking inside. In the 2024 footage, she used her phone's front camera while lying in bed, revealing a pale humanoid figure with white, almost translucent skin. Its dark, semi-transparent eyes gave it an eerie appearance, and the way it silently watched her made the encounter even more chilling. The entity showed no fear of her presence, lingering long enough to be captured on camera. Whether it was drawn by her physical or emotional state or simply acting on its strange instincts, its behavior defied explanation. Window of horror. A man's exploration of an abandoned house turns into a terrifying encounter with a zombie-like creature that appears from the window. The 2013 footage from France shows a grotesque figure crawling and screaming as it runs toward the man. Its movement was eerily unnatural, with a crawling motion often associated with the undead. The creature let out a high-pitched guttural scream that startled the man, suggesting aggression or distress. Initially, it appeared in the window, hinting it had been hidden inside the house before the man arrived. What followed was a sudden shift from observation to a full charge toward him, a move that was as unsettling as it was unexpected. Awakening the undead. The transformation from death to zombification happens within a range of hours, and CCTV footage from China in 2007 captured a shocking moment of reanimation. The footage shows a man who appears lifeless, lying motionless at a table, only to suddenly get up without warning. As the man sits up, his movements are jerky and unnatural, resembling the classic zombie behavior seen in films. This sudden reanimation could point to a viral outbreak, similar to what we see in popular media, where the body is brought back to life by a virus. If this man truly became a zombie, his movements could be driven by primal instincts, such as seeking food or energy. From stone to roof. In 2005, a small town in Tokyo became the sighting of a mysterious humanoid creature that appeared crippled. The unnaturally small arms and tail gave it a disturbing look, and its movements were equally unsettling. Witnesses described its jerky, unnatural gait as if it was struggling with its own anatomy. The creature was recorded seen perched on a stone, its eerie posture drawing attention before it displayed extraordinary agility. In a sudden burst of speed, it leaped onto a rooftop and vanished, leaving no trace behind. Whether it was a being with with severe mutations, a result of genetic experimentation, or something entirely unknown, its behavior reflected an urgent need for survival. Graveyard Guardian. Graveyards are meant to be peaceful, but one evening in Brazil, the silence was shattered by the screams of a creature that defied explanation. Recorded in 2009, the creature's unnaturally large arms and legs made its appearance unsettling, resembling nothing seen before. Its loud screams and aggressive stance led the witness to believe it was protecting the graveyard, an unusual behavior for any known animal. The footage, though unclear, showed the creature moving erratically, which could indicate nerve or muscle abnormalities, giving it a zombie-like quality. The creature's screams might be a form of vocal defense, possibly indicating a higher level of intelligence or an attempt to communicate distress or aggression. Mysterious guide in forest. In 2012, a mysterious man was recorded by a trail camera talking a girl back to the woods while another man was guiding them along the path. The footage from Washington County shows the man holding the girl's hand, his skin unnaturally pale, and another figure possibly hiding behind the bushes with the same eerie appearance. The man's strange skin and behavior made him stand out with an almost zombie-like presence. As the man guided the girl deeper into the woods, it became clear that the interaction was unsettling and far from ordinary. If this is a zombie-like figure, it might be attempting to collect more people to bring them into its world, acting on a primal instinct to gather others. Cave of Undead. Cave might represent a place where it feels safe to rest for zombies away from human settlements, and in 2019, one was spotted in Syria. The footage captured a zombie hiding behind a stone wall, peeking through a small hole. Its cautious behavior implies the creature was either observing its surroundings or waiting for the right moment to emerge. Witnesses noted the creature's unnaturally hunched posture and decayed facial features, resembling traditional zombie descriptions. The zombie's ability to remain hidden and its unsettling behavior point to the possibility that it has developed survival instincts, such as remaining out of sight to avoid being noticed or to scout for threats and prey. Camels Curse. The relationship between Arabs and camels stretches back thousands of years, and in 2014, an Arabian man reported that his camel had transformed into a haunted creature. Footage from Saudi Arabia shows the camel with an unnaturally large mouth, revealing sharp teeth and its eyes glowing red. These unsettling features set the camel apart from its natural, peaceful appearance. It could be the result of an experiment gone wrong, with scientists or paranormal researchers conducting tests that affected the camel. It might be trying to survive in an altered state, using aggression and red eyes to scare off perceived threats. Ghost in Palace. In 2008, Hampton Court became the site of a strange figure spotted behind the back door. CCTV footage shows the door mysteriously opening just as the figure was close to it, revealing what appeared to be a skeleton-like body. The timing of the door's movement, perfectly synchronized with the figure's approach, gives the impression that the figure might have had some influence on the door's mechanism. The figure's identity and purpose remain unknown, and the circumstances surrounding its appearance have left many puzzled. This strange event could be tied to an unexplained paranormal occurrence, suggesting that the figure may be connected to the palace's haunted past, possibly searching for something or acting on a long-forgotten purpose. Crow that never died. In 2016, an eerie sight caught the attention of a man when he reported a bird that seemed to be a living version of a zombie. The footage from Los Angeles shows an undead crow with a twisted neck, beak open, and eyes turned wide and white. The bird's position was unnatural, jerky, as though it was struggling to function. Its strange behavior was enough to draw attention, as the crow appeared to be trapped in a state where it could only survive through basic instincts. If we believe the crow is truly zombified, it could be mindlessly wandering the area in search of food, driven by primal instincts, much like classic zombie portrayals. Treetop Mystery. In 2013, a man in San Francisco reported seeing a mysterious figure perched on top of his palm tree. The footage shows the figure calmly sitting at a high altitude during the night, unbothered by the dangerous position. As the man recorded, the figure seemed to notice him, showing some level of awareness. This calm and seemingly unafraid behavior could point to a creature with superhuman strength, possibly a zombie. The figure might have been using the tree to hide or keep watch, showing survival instincts similar to those of zombies. Alternatively, it could have been positioning itself high up to intimidate or send a warning to anyone nearby. Mystery by the water. This footage from Morocco shows a strange alien-looking creature near the lake, pointing its finger at a man before running away. Recorded in 2020, the man was on vacation when he encountered the creature with pointy ears. The creature appeared to be communicating or possibly warning the man as it pointed its finger at him. After a brief moment, the creature quickly ran off, disappearing into the lake's vicinity. It's possible the creature was simply observing the man, curious about his presence. Or maybe it was fleeing from some unseen danger, explaining its sudden disappearance. Open discussion. Captured on film, a rescue vehicle becomes the backdrop for a horrifying moment. Zombies trapped inside with one biting another, causing the deadly infection to spread. Recorded in India in 2022, people gathered around when they noticed the vehicle had stopped in the middle of the road. The vehicle was abandoned without any signs of distress or accident. Witnesses were left in shock, unsure of how to react as they observed the horrific scene. The most likely theory is that this incident is a result of a rapidly spreading zombie infection, where the dead rise and infect the living. In another instance, an unknown source shared footage of what looks to be a dead, decaying carcass walking around being caged in what looks to be an abandoned site, clearly showing that this indeed was an actual zombie. What do you think of this bizarre event? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching the video, share in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.